Hello everyone, I'm Chul. Today I will start the mail server setup part 2. In previous video, I finished part 1, email service, essential email operation, package installation, startup, and Sendmail configuration. In part 2, I will explain about the inbound Sendmail aliases. Step 6, Sendmail CF file, and the step 7, Sendmail operation. And step 8, IMAP and POP3 using Dovecot. And step 9, I will explain MUA using 3 kinds of the client application. So in my case right now, I have this kind of testing environment. Server, this one will be the mail server, and this one has this kind of hostname, mail.chul.com. And for the MUA testing, I will install Evolution, and the client system has this kind of system, the client.chul.com. This one will be mail client, and for the MUA testing, I will install Thunderbird. And Windows 7 192.168.81, this one will be Windows Mail Client, and here I will use Outlook 2010 for MUA. So step 1, I'll explain about MUA, MTA, MDA, and MAA. So this is the email, the default, the structures using MTA, MUA, and MDA or MAA like this. Installation, the startup, I already successful to install Sendmail packages and the startup the server also. Here, this is the default the Sendmail configuration, and this one also. Okay, now I will start from step 5. Step 5, I will show you how to set up inbound Sendmail aliases. Here, I will test the 2 files. First, the local aliases, etc aliases. Sendmail use this file to receive the email, but in this file, you can find 2 kinds the mail username. First on the left one, this one, we call this one fake name. And right one, this is a real name. It means that if someone send email to the root, this one will be the fake name. Fake name means he cannot receive this email from users. But if root, for example, root receive the email, then he will forward this file to Tyran, Linux, Song, and the Park, Jong, like this. So this one is a kind of mail forwarding. Or you can use it like this. Step, this one will be a kind of the group name. And if we use this kind of the file, home, step list, if you write down so many email address in this file, then if you send email to step, then this email forward to the users in this file. We call this kind of things is a kind of mailing list. So later I will test this one. Number 2, virtual aliases. It is email but user table. It means, for example, if I have the several virtual domain and this kind of virtual domain using the email address. So for example, here example.com, chul.com. There are 2 domains, and each domain want to use mail user ID admin. In this case, just the admin user exists only one in the server. So if these 2 domains want to use admin email ID, we have to configure like this. It means if someone send email to admin@example.com, then this email will forward to user 1. And the other members send email to admin@chul.com. This email will be saved to user's home directory. So this is a but user table. In but user table, you can use like this. For example, pack@itjung.com, then this email will forward to jung@example.com. Or all users to use domain abc.com will forward to this one. Or all users to use dom1.org will forward to like this, dom2.org, and %1 means it's a same user. For example, if someone send here Thailand, then this one will be Thailand also. Only domain is different. Okay, then let's test. First here, server system, service, Sendmail, restart. Okay, now it's working well. So let's go to etc mail. Okay, here you can find this kind of fast. What kind of the, okay, etc. Okay, let's test this one. So I already told you here, the user in the left will be the fake user, and the user in the right will be real user. So here I will test. In my case, I will use the test user, then test1, test2, test2, test3. Okay, let's try. So it means if I send email to test, then this email will forward to test2, test3, like this. Okay, let's test. Send the mail, restart. And after that, strings, etc, aliases, database. So here, which one? Okay, can you find this one? Test2, test3, test. Okay, then let's test. Mail -v -s, email title will be alias testing. Okay, username will be test, and the host name in my case in char.com. This is alias testing from root to test. Okay, then let's check test. Here, mail. So this one is no email for the alias testing. Q. And after that, test2. So can you find alias testing? Let's read number 1. So the sender is a root and the receiver test@char.com, but this one is a test2. It means instead of test2 received this email. Okay, and after that, user test3. Okay, mail. So here also same. So like this, user, sender, root, receiver, test, but test3 receive this email instead of test. This is aliases. Okay, and one more thing here, but user table. So in my case, I will test like this. Admin, in my case, char.com. This one will be okay, test2. Admin, in my case, another domain, itjung, test3. It means if someone send email to this user, admin@char.com, then this email will forward to test2. And the other one send email to admin@itjung.com, then this email will forward to test3. Also, let's test this one. Service, send mail, restart. Then you can find this one, but user. Okay, here now today is February 23rd. So this one is the updated or strings but user db and grab admin. Okay, so strings. Oh, sorry, strings but user db. So here you can find test3 admin test2 jar.com like this. So let's test. In my case, home, there is admin user, but this user will not receive this email. Mail as title, but user testing. And the username will be admin char.com. This is testing for but user table from root to admin. Okay, and one more user. This is testing for but user table from root to admin itjong.com. So okay, then let's check. First here admin first char will be the test2 will receive, and the admin at itjong for this email address test3 will receive this email. Okay, first from the test from admin. So here for the admin, no email. Test2. Okay, can you see here? But user testing. Let's read one. So sender root and the receiver admin.com, but test2 receive this email instead of this user. Okay, then test3. Okay, here let's read this one also. This is a username test3, and he received this email from the root instead of test. Again. Okay, test again. Mail experience as user table admin jong.net. From root to admin. Okay, this one test3 mail. Okay, so here let's check. So here sender root and the receiver admin jong.net. The subject but user table contents, but this user is test3. Test3 will receive this email from root instead of admin. So this is a but user table. Okay, step 6, Sendmail CF file. If you open the Sendmail CF file, you can find so many lines, over 1,000 lines. So difficult to configure this kind of file manually. So Here, I suggest only the 6 lines to be changed in this file. So first one, number 1, name for error message. If mail server receive or send the error messages, in this case, normally mail server will reply about this email. In this case, mail daemon will be the name of the mail server for the error messages. So in this case, you can change if you want here. Number 2, version number for security. If you access the Sendmail port number directly using telnet, you can find host name or version numbers of Sendmail. So in this case, in this file, sendmail.cf file, DZ, in my case right now, 8.13.8, this one is the version number. And also another line, SMTP greeting message. Here you can find like this, $J, Sendmail V, Jet B, like this. Sendmail as a default support this kind of the information. So J here means the host name, V and Jet mean the version name, B means it's our timestamp. So if you don't want to show your version number or host name of your mail server, in this case, you need to change or delete. Number 3, max message size. So here, if you open the Sendmail CF file, you can find this line, max message size. The unit is the byte. So if you configure like this, then the maximum message size will be only 2 megabyte. So according to your situation or policy, you can decrease or increase of this maximum mail size. Number 4, max of count. Default is 25. It means mail server MTA will be routed to the destination. In the middle of the routing, there are many routers to pass. In this case, from the source to destination, the router's number over 17. In this case, maybe you cannot arrive in the destination. In this case, the last one will return this email. So here you can configure how many hop count can be decided to deliver this email to the destination. Number 5, queue directory for sending and receiving temporary. MTA, if MTA receive the email or send the email to destination, in this case, the mail server save this mail in this directory var spur mk temporary, and after that, if there is no problem in the server, destination or receiver, then normally this mail server will send this mail from this directory. And later we'll explain about the MAA. So if MAA want to get this email from the server, normally mail server deliver this email to var spur mail and user's name. So in this case, this email will forward it to var spur mail user's name. So in this case, normally MDA work like this. So if we want to change the default, the sending and receiving queue directory, here you can configure what change. Number 6, minimum time in queue before retry. So if there is a problem for the MTA or MAA, in this case, normally mail server will save this email to this directory, var spur mq. But maybe if the mail is saved in this directory, normally there is a minimum time. So here, minimum time is at least 30 minutes before retry to check whether there is a problem or not, like this. So here you can increase the time what decrease according to your situation. So in this video, I will test number 2, especially button number 4 security. Okay, for example, telnet localhost 25. In this file here, you can find this kind of messages. serverchal.com, this is a host name, and the Sendmail, button numbers, and timestamp like this. So let's test or change this one. Sendmail CF. Okay, at first let's check the jet. So here in my case, line number 171. So here you can find the button numbers. In my case now, 8.13.8. So here let's change. For example, in my case, I will change YYP. So here I will change like this, and here just put comment like this, and after that service Sendmail restart. So here let's check. So telnet local host bottom 25. So here serverchal.com Sendmail button, and here change like this button any, but also you can find this information like this. Okay, let's change this one also. So here CF, here check greeting. Okay, here in my case now line number 442 here. So let's change this one also. YY faced. So this one will be comment. And here this one, and okay, this one, and -B. Okay, change it like this. If we want to hide the package name also, you can change this one also. For example, okay, I will change it like this. Apache like this. Okay, service Sendmail restart, then testing again. So now here you can find no host name and Apache and the version ESTP like this. So if you change this one, you can hide the information of this Sendmail version and host name and timestamp also. I recommend you to change this one for your mail server's security. Okay, then let's go to the step 7, Sendmail operation. Number 1, etc mail localhost name. So here you have to contain mail server's name and aliases. If you have the 5 domain as a mail server or mail domain, in this case you have to write down each mail server's name in this file to receive all mail for this kind of domains. Number 2, mail -v. I already show you. So in the text, you can send the email using this command, mail -v and username like this. Number 3, even if you write down the email to the destination username, but sometimes something wrong happens. So mail server will save this email to the queue directory. So in this case, if we want to see these messages queued, then you can use this command mail Q or mail Q minus AC like this. Number 4, sendmail minus Q. Now, in the Q directory, server's Q directory, there are many the emails not to be delivered to the destination. In this case, if you want to send this email right now, then you can use this command sendmail minus Q. Then this command will reprocess the email queue from Q directory, like var spool mail or var spool mq like this. Number 5, if we want to see the log file for the mail server, in this case, you can use like this, tail minus f var log mail log like this. So here I already used number 1 and number 2. So let's check number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, number 3. Mail queue. So in my case, right now, I don't have any email in the mail server, especially the queue directory. So here I could not find any mail. If you found the file in this directory, in this case, send mail minus queue. So if you use this command, then Sendmail will try to send email to the destination from MQ directory. And for the log file, tail minus f book log mail log. So here, if you have any errors, then anytime you can check like this. Mail log. So here you can find all the log file related to mail. Control C. Okay, then let's go back here. Step 8, IMAP and POP3 on Dovecot. I think already you know the IMAP and POP3. In the previous video, I already explained about the IMAP and POP3. Normally, IMAP and POP3 is a protocol to bring email from server to user's desktop or laptop. So IMAP normally save the email in the server and users directory also, and POP3 just save email to the user's desktop or laptop, but in the server does not save. For the implementation of IMAP and POP3 in this video, I will use Dovecot. So Dovecot support POP3, POP3S, IMAP-S also. So installation, you install Dovecot is very simple, and after that, open configuration file dovecot.conf. So here, just only delete comment only one line here. Protocols, IMAP, IMAP-S, POP3, POP3S. According to your situation, here just you can support only 2 protocols like IMAP, POP3 or IMAP-S, POP3S like this. And after that, you can start Dovecot like this. Service Dovecot start. Checking process ps-ef grab the Dovecot and port number checking the state -nat grab 110 for POP3, 143 for IMAP. If we want to register this one to the run label, so you can use chkconfig dovecot on, and you can check the run label registration for Dovecot using -rest. And number 5, if you are successful to start the install the Dovecot, then you can test like this. Telnet localhost 110 for POP3 testing, Telnet localhost 143 for IMAP testing. Okay, then let's test it first. Dovecot package checking. Okay, now in my case, no package. So now I will start installation of Dovecot. Okay, yes. Okay, now I'm successful. Okay, checking. Sorry. RPM -QA grab Dovecot. Okay, now open here. If so, here line number 20. So here you can find protocols IMAP, IMAP-S, POP3, POP3S. So and after that, service Dovecot start. Okay, process checking. So you can find that this kind of the process, and after that, testing. Okay, port number 110 for POP3 and 143 for the IMAP, 993 for IMAP-S, 995, this one will be the POP3S. So now the successful. Okay, then the testing, telnet localhost button POP3. Okay, now it's okay, ready. And 143. Okay, this one also now port number is ready to use. Okay, now successful to start Dovecot. Step 9, MUA configuration. So normally users will use this kind of MUA program, Mail User Agent. So in this video, I will test 4 kinds. And in MUA program, there are 2 kinds, graphical program and text mode program. Text mode in Linux system, normally we use mute or patchmail. So in this video, I will show you how to use mute. So mute, you can use it like this, mute -f, pop or pop3, or IMAP or IMAP-S like this, and after that username and server name. Then you can see the mail. For the graphical program, here I will introduce 3 kinds of program: Evolution, Thunderbird, and Outlook. Evolution Thunderbird will be installed the Linux system, especially the server system Evolution. Client system to use Linux, the Thunderbird will be installed like this. You install Evolution, you install Thunderbird. And in my case right now, I'm using the Windows 7. And in the Windows 7, there is Outlook 2010. So this one will be client system. So let's test this one. Okay, this one is a server system. So here, let's check the evolution. So now here you can find this kind of evolution program. So if you are successful to install evolution, for example, in my case here, so I already put here in the panels. So you can find this one in the client system. In my case, Thunderbird. Okay, also this one already installed. So if we want to find this file, Thunderbird applications, internet, so here you can find Thunderbird email. In my case, I put this one in the panel, this part. So at first, let's test from the server system using UDRAR here. Before configuration, at first checking the username. In my case here, Now I will test 3 users for the MUA testing. So in my case right now, I will use ITC, TLAND, and have that Jong like this. I start. Okay, if I start, you can see this kind of evolution, the setup assistant forward. Okay, just the forward. So here we'll use the username ITC and the email ITC and the domain will be chol.com and okay, and that forward. So receiving email will be IMAP. So server no, mail that char.com and the username will be ITC and the secure connection, no encryption. So and the authentication will be the password. Okay, connection to the receiving options. Okay, forward. So server type will be Sendmail. Okay. Okay, the username will be the itcchart.com. And right now, in my case, the time zone will be the Phnom Penh, forward, offline. And the password ITC1234, remember. Okay, so here, I set up finish the ITC user. And here, let's start the Thunderbird. Cancel. Okay, here, if you go to the edit, you can find the accounting settings. So here, account action, the add mail account, in my case, will be tland char.com. And the password tland1234. Continue. And this one is a confirm security exceptions. Okay, now you can find here the account email address will be like this, tland@char.com. Server setting mail.char.com will be the port number 143 for the IMAP, and the connection security none, and the authentication method password transmit security like this. Okay, and after that I don't use this one, and after that okay, SMTP. Okay, this one edit. So here he will be mail server, and the server name will be mailchar.com, port number 25. Connection security none and no authentication. Okay. So now this one tland, and this one now is ITC, and for the virtual host name. Okay, etc mail here. So now let's use jong.net to use Jong in the Outlook Express. So here, okay, here let's try to make add account. I made 3 users on MUA. So first, this is a server system. Here I made username ITC. So ITC will be the task to send and receive email. Okay, first here let's check mail -s MUA testing. Username ITC chul.com. Testing for MUA from root to ITC. Okay. So now I send the email, and Okay, now new email here arrived. So here sender, root, and receiver itcchol.com, and here the contents like this. And in the client system, this client will be the username will be the tland. So in the Udra server system, let's test sending email. Okay, username will be tland chul.com, sending test. Okay, here sending test. Okay, then send. Okay, in the client system, there is a user tland. So, in fact, now receive this email. So, user itcchol.com and text. The subject sending test. So here sending test like this. So now tland will test send email also, and the receiver will be 정정.net. Okay, then so here let's send email. User 정정.net sending test. This is testing mail from tland to 정정.net. Okay, so now try to. Okay, then in. Okay, now okay, here. Okay, I received the email like this, tland from the tland, testing mail from tland to like this. So user Jung received this email from the username the tland and root also. So now here let's test sending email to the other users. Okay, here the will be username will be okay itc test sending email from okay itc no Jung to itc at chul.com. Okay, try to send. So now the user Jung the send email to the ITC. Then let's test. This one is ITC. So now here, okay. So here from the Jung and the username itcchol.com like this. So he is successful to send email and receive also like this. And this one also receive. And after that, how can I test? Okay, here, Jung, get your email. In my case, tland12 Gmail. Let's test the Gmail. Sending email. This is email testing from jong.net to tland12 Gmail like this. Again, of that send. So now in my case, this is my Gmail. So in the spam, you can find this kind of email. So username jongchul.com and email testing jong.net and tiran this is wrong, tiran gmail.com, like this. So here you can find this one chul.com. Even if I send the email senders right now is jong.net, but in the Gmail the sender Jong domain name chul.com because of the masquerade. Okay, let's check this one in the server. Sendmail MC. Can you find here masquerade like this? chul.com and chul.com. So even if I have the many domains to send or receive email, in this case, if I use the masquerade, the sender always will be chul.com. So here you can find chul.com like this, not jong.net. Okay, number 2, text one mute and patch mail. Okay, here I will show you how to use the mute. Okay, so here can I use user IDC 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here you can find this kind of email. If you check enter, then you can read this kind of email. Q and another email. Okay, here you can find this kind of emails. Q. So now you can use the mute command like this. Okay, in the client is the ITC mail char.com. So ITC 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you can find this kind of email like this. The sender and the receiver. So contents like this. Q and Q. You can exit. Okay, so far I explained the MUA configuration, Evolution, Thunderbird, and Outlook, and mute also. Okay, if you have the more time, try to find this kind of the subject like postfix, QMail, Exim, and server security. Thank you for watching this video about the mail server setup part 2. And the next video will be HTTPS. HTTPS means the SSL, Secure Circuit Layer, plus HTTP web server like this. And if you want to download this PDF file, please visit this website, thailand12.wordpress.com. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time. Goodbye.